How does it make you feel multiple times a year? You're basically buying the same game, but newer. By that I mean like Madden. I mean 2K. I mean WWE. I mean any sports game.
At least for the most part, WWE it's a little bit different because
A
like
little bit.
I mostly play the career mode. So like I
Right.
get a new story, like and
Well, you
hopefully
get
it's
a
a good
new
most some
story.
so but the basics are generally the same thing as wrestling.
Right. Well, that's the
But
same
I
thing
feel
with
like I get more
Madden.
out of it. But
Yeah.
Madden just gets annoying. It's just annoying. Um because Madden really is just the same game over and over again with a roster update, which they have to constantly update the roster anyway. They
Right.
always are like, oh, we have this new feature that doesn't fucking work or is dumb or like gets exploited by people. Like people figure out, oh, I can always get open if I call this play and do this thing. So that's all they do all game. And it's annoying to play people online a lot of times. Um, the stupid fucking search feature, like when you need to like when you're gonna play somebody, like if you're in a franchise mode,
Mm-hmm.
um, like how many times I've had to like we both are searching at the same time and it doesn't realize it, and it's like instead of just connecting us, it'll like send us both invites. The
Right.
last game I played before we started, um, I was down by 17 or no 16. I was down by 16, came back, went up by 1. Then they with 22 seconds left, they score they've all of a sudden my corners forgot how to cover. Their tight end Mark Andrews gets hit by two guys, spins out of it and just races down the field to score a touchdown and I lose. It's Madden is the most frustrating game. Like I with story based games, like are there's times where like you might get a little frustrated, you must put it down for a little bit and then come back. But Madden is when you playing the CPU is frustrating. Like against humans, like it's whatever. Like if you're better than me, you're just better than me. But the
Right.
CPU will just do dumb shit like teleport and like just things like it feels like when the game decides you're losing. No matter what you do, you're not going to win that game.
I think if you're better than me, then you're cheating. That's the way I look at it. Yeah. Madden, I usually wait till it's on sale. Usually Black Friday, I can get it for like $20,
I
and
every
then
year I say
I play it for about a month. But I like to have it. That's the thing is, so I've got 23, right? Yeah,
yeah,
I got
23
23
last
on my
year's.
Ally because I got it for free. Um, because it's right now ESPN and Xbox get it for free. But I'm not gonna upgrade that one for who knows how long because I've got the roster I want anyways. I like last year's roster.
Yeah,
Um,
you're not missing much. Like they
so
changed like in franchise mode, they changed like some of the cap stuff and the
right,
like you can trade more picks, like you're not limited to 3 anymore, which is cool. Like they did I'll give them that. They made some of the finally made some improvements to the franchise mode,
mm-hmm.
but it took them forever to do that. Also, EA is dumb. So this isn't even about Madden, it's about NHL. So Madden has the connected franchise. NHL doesn't. And like they keep talking about how they might do it at some point, but they got to figure out how to do it. You already fucking do it for a different franchise. You already do it for Madden. It's the same idea. Just do whatever the stuff you do for Madden, transfer it to NHL. You have a
Right.
year to do it. Like, what are you talking about, EA? You're just microtransactioning everyone to death and doing dumb shit.
That's the move. That's how they make their money.
I hope they lose their license.
They're not going to.
They're not, but
They're
I
not
hope.
going to. Um, Welcome to Geek in the Sheets. I'm your there's a whole thing after the preamble, and I realize I don't have any of my notes open. The podcast where we indulge our nerdy passions, and explore the latest in pop culture. I'm your host, Hi-Fi Mike, and I'm joined by Damone, just Damone this week,
Just me.
filling in for Kenny. Kenny was here, and Joe is on maternity leave.
And it's
No,
paternity,
no, no,
but
I said it right.
and Kenny is his internet. He has the pedal to get
Yeah.
it to work, and the pedals are
The
stuck.
pedals,
So
the hamster decided to
the
die.
hamster fell asleep, so it's not working today. It
um.
needs more carrots.
So let's start the show how we always start. The first thing we like to get to is there was a new way I was gonna say this, but I completely forgot how. So we're gonna go with the old way. What's your geek of the week?
Well, I'm geeking out about
There you go. I
pro
forgot what it
rep,
was.
pro wrestling,
I'm
per
I'm
usual.
I'm sorry. I've got to say it. What are you geeking out about? I hate it. I can't do it. What are you what do you how are you geeking out this week?
Yeah, that pro wrestling all in was last weekend. This weekend is all out. Or yeah, I always fucking mix them up. The names are too close together. All in was last weekend. All out is this weekend. And payback is this weekend. So tons of wrestling shit. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. Um, yeah, I'm wrestling, using forensic files still to fall asleep. Um,
Yeah.
Fantasy football season coming up. I know it's not super geeky, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
For
I keep
me,
telling myself I'm gonna watch Invincible, and then I never start.
um, I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 2 still, so I'm still on that. I'm almost done with it, and then I'm gonna go to 3. And
Yeah, all
I
right.
watched Vacation Friends 1 and Vacation Friends 2 with John Cena. Let me tell
There's
you.
1 and 2.
Oh yeah, those movies are they're hilarious. The first one came out last year. The new one came out this year, and I love both of them. I think I like the first one more than the second one. But they're both really good movies. I really don't care. They're Hulu originals. I like them. I'm gonna watch them again. Now that I've watched them both, I'm gonna watch them for bedtime too.
Yeah, I didn't know those were a thing.
They're good. Vacation Friends 1, Vacation Friends 2. They're funny. They're exactly what you think. They're just
Is
stupid
that the one
funny.
where like he's like super raunchy and like
Yeah,
inappropriate?
he's definitely raunchy. They do coke. You get to see John Cena do coke. um, yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I've been watching. I watched Vacation Friends. The first one actually. So usually, like, I don't watch movies that I haven't seen before because I mean, my ADD. I've got to be doing something, man.
Yeah, I realized that
So,
too.
but I realize then I don't pay attention to what's on the TV.
Yep. Like I'm like half paying attention.
Right. So then I'm like, well, I actually wanted to watch Vacation Friends 2, but I'm like, well, let's watch Vacation Friends 1 so I know what the hell's going on. So I instead of playing video games, I put it down. I watched the TV and I sat through the entire first movie. I didn't walk away. I didn't stop it halfway through. I didn't come back 4 days later. Um or in the case of the Justice League Snyder cut, a year and a half later. Um Yeah. So I definitely recommend those. Vacation Friends 1, Vacation Friends 2.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm glad John Cena's got a decent acting career, and he's
yeah,
coming back
I
for
think he's great.
wrestling.
Yeah, for what, like a little while.
Yeah, he's on. I think they announced like 6 or 7 dates already for him to be on.
Right. All right. So Carnage writer teases new Marvel series. After his apparent death in Venomize, the Cult of Null spawned the Carnage live hive when Cassidy reanimated the corpse. Cassidy's reanimated corpse was intended to be used as a vessel for the symbiote god. So then we're getting a whole new story with Carnage, and that is coming out November 15th. It's written
Okay.
by Torin. I can't say this. Gronbeck. Quarterback. And illustrated by Pierre Perez. I could say that one. Yeah. So it's becoming God, butchering dark carnage. Ooh, that sounds fun. Resurrecting the resurrected serial killer again battled his arch enemy. I'm here for it. That sounds pretty fucking cool. I like Carnage. Carnage is great. He's evil, more evil than Venom.
Yeah. I hope I don't have to like watch the other parts of the Marvel series to understand
No,
that one.
it's a comic.
Is it? Oh, it's a
It's
comic.
a comic. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's why I
Sorry.
said there's a writer.
Well,
Oh, I guess
movies
writer
have
and
writers.
you're right. Writer and who else did I say? Illustrated. I did say
Illustrated.
illustrated
Oh
by
yeah,
Perez.
yeah.
Yeah. So that is no, you won't have to watch anything because it's a comic. So
You
you're
read
safe.
it. You read it.
You read it. Thor 5 rumored to be in development at Marvel Studios. So it's reportedly in development. It why what's his name? Taki I can't say his name. Watiti. The I can't. I for whatever reason I can't figure out his first name and how to say it correctly. In Thor: Love and Thunder, the official movie special book ignited the speculation online on social media. My Time to Shine Hello says that MCU sequel is currently in development. They reported Taika Waititi is
There
not
you
yet
go.
inked to return. He is not yet inked to return, but hasn't been ruled out either. So thank you very much. He's not
Why are
set to
they?
return, but he also hasn't been ruled out. There's a bunch of other people that also haven't been ruled out. They also haven't been accepted either.
Yeah, that's like a no answer, pretty much. Also,
Yeah.
why are we getting a Thor 5? Like, didn't Love and Thunder get
It bombed.
panned?
But
Like,
that's the
it
thing
bombed?
is, it bombed, it got panned, and we keep seeing this. Superhero movies are on their way out.
Yeah,
Period. We need less of them.
yeah, it needs to, there needs to be a shift. Like, we're overwhelmed with
Right.
those.
DC doing this reboot, as much as I'm excited for it, I'm also not excited for it because it will probably absolutely ruin everything. Like, the whole thing could go down.
I feel like this is like the fifth DC reboot.
Right. Speaking of DC makes Blue Beetle comics free to read. To coincide with Blue Beetle's release in theaters that was on August 18th, DC Comics made digital comics free to read on DC Universe Infinite. You do have to register. Highlighted comics include Blue Beetle #1, Blue Beetle New 52 #1, and DC Rebirth. Blue Beetle, guess what? It's #1. Blue Beetle Graduation. Want to guess that number, Damone?
One.
But the next one, Blue Beetle, #15.
Very random.
Featuring Jamie's team up with Superman.
I feel like they should have done that before they released the movie.
Yeah,
like maybe on the lead up to it, like each like every week, like, oh, we're gonna we're gonna like make a new comic free to read, because I feel like Blue Beetle like definitely is one of those comics most people don't know.
Oh
so,
yeah,
like,
for sure. I knew about Blue Beetle.
If you could have people like reading the comics and be like, oh shit, I kind of like this, I'm gonna go see the movie, not release the movie and be like, oh yeah, by the way, here's some free comics, please go watch this movie.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there should have been a little bit more to it than the same day it was released. DC reveals sequels to Batman 89 and Superman 76. DC announced sequels to both, which will be titled Batman 89 Echoes #1 and Superman 78 The Metal Curtain. Batman 89 Echoes reunites Batman 89 screenwriter Sam Hamm and artist Joe Quinones. While Superman 78 The Metal Curtain brings back writer Rob Vendetti with new series artist Gavin Gordry. Batman 89 Echoes #1 comes out November 28th, and the Metal Curtain Superman 78 comes out November 7th.
I'm always here for more Batman content. I hate Superman, but you know, is what he is.
I like that there's Batman gonna be Michael Keaton Batman, so I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get this set because it's Michael Keaton Batman. Batman 89, man. And it's 80, so it's 89 Batman 89, so it's probably going to be post Batman the first movie and pre Batman Returns. And I'm here for that.
Yeah. Those are both great movies. I need to rewatch those. I haven't watched those in forever.
Well, Christmas is coming up, so I will be watching Returns a lot cuz it is technically a Christmas movie. It happens during Christmas, not a Christmas movie, but just like Thriller is not a Christmas song. It's not a Halloween song.
It is, but you know.
It's not. It's a song you can play during Halloween.
Just like Batman is a Christmas movie.
It's not a Halloween song. Right, no. Batman has a movie that happens during Christmas. Like Die Hard's not actually a Christmas movie. It's a movie that happens during Christmas.
Christmas is a very important part of that movie.
It's not really though.
It's at a Christmas party.
But you can have any party there.
If there's no party, there's no Christmas party.
It's not
there's no
right, but you can switch out what kind of party it is. It could be a 4th of July party, but you can. That means it's not necessary to the plot.
It is.
Unless Santa comes down the fucking chimney to help John McClane.
I would be here for it.
Violent Night is a good movie, and I'm excited to also watch that again this year. James Gunn says he's not making Young Superman movie despite Henry Cavill recast. The co-CEO of DC Studios responds to a fan on Threads who asks for clarification on when Superman Legacy takes place. Specifically, if the Young Superman movie journeys back to the past, Gunn set the record straight on the matter and said, "I was never making a Young Superman movie. Just a Superman movie."
Yeah, I'm kind of mad they replaced Henry. Did they announce who they're replacing him with?
Yeah, we covered that weeks ago.
I forgot who.
I don't remember his name, but he looks like Superman, so it's all right. Superman.
Yeah, I
Superman.
won't watch Superman. I probably
Superman.
won't watch it anyway.
You just gotta pluck a black-haired kid out of the Midwest.
Pretty much, yeah.
Big, stocky, like black-haired kid out of the Midwest. It's
you can just dye his hair black.
You could dye his hair black, but then it doesn't look the same.
True.
Like that's why they usually seem to get people that already have that dark hair.
True.
But
I'm mad that I'm assuming we're not getting more General Zod. Which
I hope not.
I prefer Zod.
Let's move. We're not getting an origin story, so probably not.
Probably not. But I prefer Zod over Superman.
Zod over Superman?
Yeah.
If anything,
Superman.
you should go Lex Luthor
Zod.
over Superman. For a while, Lex Luthor was Superman in the comics. That was pretty
cool. I like Zod more.
Maybe
it's just I like the actor who plays Zod now.
Yeah, probably. That would make sense. Danny DeVito was in talks for Hercules prior to return to actor strike.
Yeah, if they do the movie and Danny DeVito is not in it, I'm not watching it.
All right, but it has to be Frank Reynolds, Danny DeVito as Frank Reynolds playing that.
The character pretty much is very similar.
He really is just Frank.
Yeah.
They just need to give him some beers. That's what they need to have him drink all the beers.
But if that movie doesn't have Danny DeVito, you can keep it.
No,
it's like Mulan. Like without Mushu, it's like why are we doing this?
We didn't get.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like they could have just kept it. Like we didn't need this. No one wanted this.
They made a serious Mulan movie. All we wanted was Mushu. All we wanted was Eddie Murphy. That's it.
Yeah, and all I want is Danny DeVito and Hercules.
I think once the writer's strike and the actor strike is over, he'll jump on board. But think about how delayed everything's about to be. We are going to be so behind.
Everything's super delayed.
The Last Voyage of the Demeter sets home release date after the box office flop. The movie grossed just 8.9 million against the reported 45 million budget since opening. Well, this is the first weekend, mind you. This is a week late. Sorry, guys. I like this story, so I kept it going. In 2,715 theaters on August 11th. August 29th will be available on digital video on demand. You'll be able to rent the movie. So today, that I'm reading this, guys. So by the time you're listening to this, you can go watch it on
yesterday,
demand.
actually.
You'll be able to rent the movie. Oh yeah, today's the 30th, isn't it? You'll be able
Yeah.
to rent the movie for $20 on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, iTunes, and Vudu, and Redbox before the eventual streaming release.
I'm gonna be honest. Don't know what that movie is. That's how much.
It's cool. So there's a chapter in the Dracula book where he is like coming on a boat to here, and that's the chapter that it's about. So it's I saw the trailer when I was in theaters. It looks really cool. Now that it's on digital release, I'm definitely gonna go watch it.
Okay, I like vampires. I'm
And
a
Halloween
big vampire fan.
spooky season's coming up, so
Spooky season. I still need to watch Hocus Pocus 2.
you should definitely watch it. It's not as good as the first one, but it's good. It's got some things that annoy me, but for the most part, I'm here for it. Also, but the fact that with Hocus Pocus 2, they made a whole new movie with a whole new script, but there was already an official Hocus Pocus 2 book.
Was there?
Yes, but it would not. It would. I'll be honest with you.
It wouldn't have worked as a. Oh, that's probably why they just made a new script. Like,
there was some things
so.
that I would have liked to see. So in the Hocus Pocus 2 book, it's about the main characters from the first one, their kid, Ellison and Max, and then Danny's in it too, and she's like the crazy aunt. They go to hell. They get sent to hell.
It's very random.
Yeah, and so they talk to their daughter through like a hell portal. That
would not have worked.
I would have liked to see it though. I would have honestly really liked to see it, but yeah, it would have been completely different.
Yeah, that would have been like, what
I just
is
wish
this?
that's the thing is I wish they would have had any of them from the first movie in the second movie, and that's why I didn't like it as much. I would have even just been fine with Binks. You could have brought him back. Really, they trick you at one point thinking it's going to happen, and it didn't. So we saw the trailer for Leo. That is an animated movie with Adam Sandler for Netflix.
Oh, yeah. Where he's the lizard.
He's the lizard, which I guess this is his Rango, right?
Yeah. Rango's a good movie.
I watched it once, but I was a bit, I don't know, I just didn't care for it when it came out.
I think I saw it in theaters.
Huh.
Yeah, I definitely did see it in a movie.
You didn't have kids then, so I've got.
It was with my sister-in-law when she was like,
gotcha,
6.
That makes sense. Expendables 4 dropped a Red Band trailer. We did watch that. That was pretty fun. Yeah. Any of these trailers we're talking about, guys, you can actually go also watch us watching it on YouTube.
Yeah. Expendables, them just blowing shit up. Old people blowing shit up. And Megan Fox.
And 50 Cent. I like the cast. That's the one thing about the Expendable movies is I like the cast. I just never get around to watching them.
It's just pretty much we're just gonna kill people and blow shit up.
Yeah. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. We also saw that trailer. That is a TV series.
Yeah, it's a TV series.
For Disney Plus.
Adam Copeland, aka Edge, is in it.
Yeah. That looked pretty fun. But I don't know. I think I've never got into
Percy Jackson.
Jackson. It was just beyond my days. Harry Potter.
Yeah, like came out like it was like on the edge of like we were like just past like the target audience.
Right. I was in Harry Potter. That was about my last kind of series like that. Well, that's not true. After that, I really got into Lost Years of Merlin series. That was fun. Still one of my favorite series. Wow, I need to stop doing that. Good Burger 2. We saw a Good Burger 2 teaser trailer.
Yeah, Kel looks like, and I said this during the while we were watching it. He looks like somebody playing himself doing Good Burger. But I'm here for it. It's streaming. Good. The original Good Burger is a classic. Yeah, I'm here for
Yeah,
it. I'm
no, I like
excited.
the I'm a Dude remix, the ska remix they have on there.
I wish that they could get what's his name, the comedian who was the teacher,
Sinbad.
Sinbad. I
I have a
wish
feeling. Why do I have a feeling they're gonna have him in there?
I could maybe. I
There's
think
no
he had a lot
reason
of
why they
medical
wouldn't.
problems
Does
though.
he?
Yeah, I
Last I
think
remember,
so.
he was fine, but I also don't remember when that was.
I just remembered something. There's an episode of It's Always Sunny with Sinbad in it.
Is there?
Yeah, where they
I feel like you're right.
where they get like I think Dennis gets trapped, like ends up getting sent to like a mental institution, and
Mhm.
Sinbad runs it with the lead singer of not Maroon 5, one of those like sorts of bands. I can't remember the name of the
John
band.
Mayer? No.
No, it's not John Mayer.
Was it? I don't know.
I
Josh
don't
Groban?
know.
Because Josh Groban's always on. He likes. Josh Groban likes acting. Like he was an actor before he was a singer.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wanted to do acting.
That
He
makes
was a
sense. I feel like a lot of them like are like because they're Rob Thomas. It was Rob Thomas.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Can
they
you
yeah
help me? I'm here. I'm so here that I'll
yeah.
never.
Sinbad. It's Dennis Reynolds in Erotic Life. Sinbad runs the insane asylum, and like Rob Thomas is his bitch.
I remember really liking Sinbad in the '90s.
Yeah, he had a bunch
Um,
of movies. I still swear he had that one movie
he didn't have that one
where
movie. It
I'm going to
wasn't
my
real.
grave,
It wasn't real. It was just Kazam.
going to my grave saying that he
It
had
wasn't
that
real.
movie.
So I'm gonna go through some of the Disney Plus movies and TV shows coming in September. All Wet. That comes out September 5th. September 6th, we got 9/11, One Day in America.
Ooh, that's gonna be a rough
Season
watch.
1, 6 episodes. I Am Groot, Season 2 premiere. Star Wars Asuka has episode 4. September 8th, we get 2000's Greatest Tragedies. Yeah, because that sounds fun.
That's definitely gonna have 9/11 in it too.
Right. The Barn Dance. Bin Laden's Hard Drive Special. Wow, they're really going
They're really
hard
going
on.
hard on the
I'm realizing
9/11
they're
shit.
going hard on 9/11 stuff this year.
It's not
On
even an
Disney.
anniversary.
Nope. It's just 9/11. That feels very propaganda-y. George W. Bush, the 9/11 interview.
We forgot Bin Laden's hard drive.
Bin Laden's hard drive, yeah. Bone Trouble. Mickey's Kangaroo. Merbabies. Playful Pluto. Pluto Jr. September 13th, we got Miraculous Tales, Ladybug, and Cat Noir. Raven's
My kids used to
Home.
love that show.
Looks like they're adding stuff on there, some old stuff. Marvel Studios Assembled, making of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Animals Up Close. September 15th, Lang Lang Plays Disney. That's a premiere. September 20th, The Ghost and Molly McGee. PJ Mask, Season 1, 5 episodes. Marvel Studios Assemble, making of Secret Invasion. September 28th, To Catch a Smuggler. Pupstruction, Season 1, there you go. September 29th, Marvel Studios Legends Variants. Marvel Studios Legends. And Disney launched new shorts.
To catch a
Streaming.
smuggler sounds wild. Like, are you catching people like trying to smuggle in drugs? Like,
Sounds like it.
are they going up the poop chute to On Disney? Is that what we're doing?
Sounds yeah. Go up Disney's Food Shoot. I'm here for it. Fallout TV show on Prime. There was a teaser at Gamescom which we didn't see because I didn't find it. Um, in short, the trailer there were glimpses of Brotherhood of Steel ominously marching across a dusty desert, reminiscent of more urban version of Dune's Arrakis setting. Their iconic vertibird vehicles, a launch or a vault opening as a woman shielded her eyes from the sun, multiple nuclear explosions taking place in what looks like a present-day setting, and shot of who we presume is Walton Goggins' ghoul character, who bore more than a passing resemblance for Fallout 4's John Hancock. While we only had a very small look at the show, it's clear that production values are high, with visual effects looking impressive. What we do know is the story will be separate from many of the games.
Okay. Well, I like that. Like if they're gonna do a series that's like based off a game, the story shouldn't be the game.
Right.
In my opinion, it should be with very few exceptions. Like I guess, what's The Last of Us was very close to the game, but I feel like it should be over most times 9 out of 10 times it should be a separate story.
Last of Us makes sense because you're playing specific people, but Fallout doesn't. It's an open world, open character.
Right.
That would make sense to not do anything, copy a game.
Right. Because at that point I could just play the game and then find out the story.
Right. Fear the Walking Dead, Interview with a Vampire Interview with Vampire will both stream on Max as part of AMC Pop-Up. Fear the Walking Dead, Interview with a Vampire, and there's some more that are going to be coming up from September 1st to 31st. Here we go. Killing Eve, A Discovery of Witches, Interview with a Vampire, Gangs of London, Dark Winds, and Ride with Norman Reedus will be available, both the ad-free and ad version of Max. It's a pop-up, so they're giving the content for X amount of time. You know what it reminds me of is free preview weekend with Stars and HBO back in the day.
The cable you used to do.
So like you'd randomly
I remember that.
You get
it for like a weekend.
Yep, that's how I watch Real Sex
for a random weekend. Yep. You get the softcore stuff. Where you don't actually see anything.
So here for a while, for years, on those weekends, they would play two movies specifically that I remember. I think it was on Stars. Let me know if this jogs any memory for you at all. Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah, all the time.
Do you know the other one before I say it?
No.
Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
Those two they played, and then I think one year they played Josie and the Pussycats a whole bunch, which I just rewatched, and it's a fantastically terrible movie. I love it so much. The soundtrack to Josie and the Pussycats is banging. It's all original songs.
I feel like the movie was awful, but
the movie is awful, but it's awful. It's supposed to be awful. It's awful in the way it's supposed to be awful. I mean, it's good. But it's about subliminal messaging while using subliminal advertising.
Right?
Like it's doing it.
But I love an Interview with the Vampire, one of my favorite movies.
I haven't watched the series. I have not watched the series yet, though.
Wait, is it the series or a movie?
Series. Yeah, AMC came out with the series. Apparently, it's good. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, I didn't know they came out with the series.
They also have the Discovery of Witches, which is also Anne Rice. But yeah, I mean, I had AMC Plus for a year, and I didn't watch any of that.
Also, I think this is a hot take. Queen of the Damned is a good movie.
No, Queen of the Damned, it slaps, and Korn is fantastic in it.
Yeah, that song, that one song he plays, Lestat sings.
Yeah,
fire.
Concert. And to think that that's the same Lestat from Interview with a Vampire, because it is a sequel to Interview with a Vampire.
Right.
It's great.
Great movie.
Nothing like the book. I have the book. Nothing like the book.
But it's a great movie.
Yeah,
fuck with it.
I fuck with it too. Disney cancels the completed, mind you, it's completed. Spiderwick Chronicles before it debuts. The finished films and companies keep finishing films and TV shows, and then they never see the light of day. Deadline first reported the news about Disney Plus's decision not to release in its live action the Spiderwick Chronicles show. It's based on the children's fantasy novel series from Tony D. Teller. Wow, I am
Terlizzi?
awful
Terlizzi?
with yes, I'm awful.
Terlizzi?
I'm awful with last names, guys. And Holly Black. All 8 episodes starring Christian Slater, Jack Dylan Grazer, Lyon Daniels, Noah Cottrell, Joy Bryant, and Michaela Lee.
Michaela?
Michaela. That's sketchy. Are totally finished in 2023. That simply doesn't matter. The series won't be coming to Disney Plus. Instead, the company is treating it as a write-off and continues to service investors. I'm sorry. Oh man. I lost my spot, but yeah, it's not coming out. They're shopping it around because Paramount actually owns it, so they're shopping it around. But it's finished.
Yeah, maybe it just sucked. Like maybe
It might.
they like
but
made all these episodes and they started watching. They're like, this is awful.
It's
Why
for
are we
a
doing
tax.
this?
It's for a tax write off, and I think they're losing too much money. So now they're just
I
trying
can
to.
see that.
They're just trying to cut shit.
They're like, no, this isn't gonna make us that much money, so we're just gonna cut our losses.
Yeah,
It's
and they're
cheaper for it just to like, here we'll pay you a little bit we owe you, and get it out of the way.
They don't
Then
even
like
want to do that.
go through advertising it and doing all the bullshit.
Right? They don't even want to do that. They don't even want to give you a little bit. Red Dead Redemption really re-released top sales charts.
I hate it.
There was some commotion in the Rockstar community about this re-release only being 30 FPS, not having any major differences and costing $50. In the UK, the game is best-selling PS4 game on the PlayStation Store. United States.
Stop buying re-releases of the same goddamn games.
United States is the 4th best-selling PS4 game and the 12th best game in the PlayStation Store as a whole. Nintendo Switch eShop Red Dead Redemption comes in as the 6th best-selling game, and that's the only one that I approve of, by the way, is the one for the Switch.
Okay, because it wasn't on the Switch originally, right?
Right.
So that makes sense. That's different. But like, this is why we keep getting fucking Skyrim. They keep releasing Skyrim. They keep releasing, what's the one you play all the time?
Grand Theft Auto.
Not Grand Theft Auto. Well, yeah, Grand Theft Auto too. But the horror one.
Resident Evil?
Resident Evil.
No, they need to keep making Resident Evil.
Hasn't that been re-released like 8 times?
No. Well, Resident Evil 4, yes.
Yes.
But
what's there's like 4 or 5 different games that they keep just re-releasing. You just keep paying for the same game.
That's fine.
It's like not like you're getting like new content or anything. They're literally just getting copy paste.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, and I did. I bought Grand Theft Auto 5. I've bought 3 times. It's only 3 times though, so I did not buy it for Xbox.
I'll keep buying Madden, so
that's true. You buy it every year, which is just a re-release with a new number slapped on it. PlayStation. Oh, we didn't get to talk about this last week. This was going to be the big topic for last week, and PlayStation Portal remote player to launch later this year, and it's going to be $200. No Bluetooth. You have to buy new PlayStation compatible headsets. No local play, not even media playback. No PS5 cloud streaming, and targeting the same battery life as a DualSense controller is what they want to do. Now, if you don't know what this is,
what's the point?
This is a handheld remote player, basically. The only thing I like about it is you can take it and you can play it somewhere else on a strong enough Wi-Fi connection, if you've got a strong enough Wi-Fi connection. I used to use remote play on my Vita. It sucked.
But yeah, I have a feeling that most people won't have a strong enough Wi-Fi
Oh no, they
connection,
won't.
and for the not have cloud streaming,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
local play,
So no cloud
no
streaming.
no local play, no Bluetooth, and I have to buy a new headset. Fuck that. For $200, like if you're gonna not have all those features, that thing needs to be like $100 at most.
It's doesn't even. It's not even worth what it. Yeah, at all. Doesn't seem worth it in the slightest.
I'll just buy
Um,
a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I mean you could do that, or a Steam
Play
Deck,
on,
or an
yeah,
Ally, or any of the 1,000 handheld PC gaming consoles coming out.
right.
Um, yeah. So this thing doesn't need, like, you're not gonna be able to do anything with it. People are like, oh, you're gonna be able to jailbreak it. You can't jailbreak it because there's not gonna be any processor. Like the processing speed's gonna be awful. So no, you're not gonna mod it. And that's the thing. I like to mod my consoles like that. So we saw the trailer for Whisker Squadron Survivor. It looked like Star Fox with a cat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's about where I'm at on that.
Starcat.
Starcat. Starcat. It's the end of an era for Nintendo and its fans as we learn the legendary Mario voice actor Charles Martinet is stepping back from recording the character's voice. For Nintendo games, Martinet's incredible run as the mustachioed plumber began in '94 with Mario teaches typing and ran all the way through his cameo appearance to this year's Super Mario's Brother movie.
Which is now on Prime, Hulu, Netflix.
Yeah,
I think it's on
Paramount?
Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Netflix. It's on because the girls have watched it.
No, it's not. It's Paramount
Is it? I don't have
or
Paramount.
Peacock.
It might be. It's on something.
It's Peacock. It's
It
gotta
might be Peacock. Yeah.
Lord of the Rings Return to Moria gets a release date for PS4 and PC. Indie developer Free Range Games and publisher North Beach Games will be releasing the co-op survival crafting title The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria on October 24th on PlayStation 5 digitally and Windows PC. You might notice I didn't say Xbox. That's because a physical release for... Oh, wait. I skipped that part. The Xbox is coming out eventually. We don't have a date for that yet. So you'll be able to play it
Other
on the
than
Xbox
early 2024,
early 2024 maybe.
possibly. I'm sure they'll
phys-
re-release it in 10 years. So,
You get a physical release for the PS5 on December 4th.
which is weird that they're doing like digital release one day and
And
then
then a physical later.
physical release
Yeah, it makes
like
absolutely no
months,
sense.
like a month, over a month later.
Maybe because it's an indie developer.
Yeah, yeah, true. It's easier for them to just upload it to the store
Yeah.
than have to actually like release this.
Well, they're probably gonna have to pay a lot of money to get these things pressed.
Right.
Uh, Saints Row. If you have PlayStation Plus, one of the free games next month is Saints Row, the reboot from like a couple years ago.
It's from last year.
Is it
Like
from
literally,
last year?
like yeah, it was last year, and apparently I didn't play it, but all the reviews said it sucked, which is sad because I really like Saints Row. I honestly at one point would have said I like Saints Row more than Grand Theft Auto. But I've heard that it's really bad, and it's probably not a good sign that a year after it's released, it might be 2 years. It's not. It can't be more. It's definitely not more than 2 years since it came out. That it's already a free PlayStation game is not a good sign.
That's true. Elder Scrolls 6 finally moves out of the pre-production phase as Starfield arrives. So they finally moved. Now that we're about to Starfield, and that's about to be out, they're gonna be able to focus. Studio Bethesda's gonna be able to focus on the new Elder Scrolls game, which is gonna be really. I mean, at this point, it's gonna be It's gonna be beautiful. Like hands down, this is gonna be a beautiful game. And even if I just get it to walk around the forest and look at the landscape, and you could do that. That's how those games work.
True.
So I'm pretty
Even though
excited
I
for
think
that.
they said that I know I ranted about not buying re-release games, but I'm pretty sure they're re-releasing Oblivion, and I'm definitely buying that.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. They are. It's rumored that they're going to
No, that's the
re-release that.
rumor that they're
Yeah.
re-releasing it. That's my shit.
We also watched the trailer for RoboCop.
Yeah. Um, it seems like it's one of those games that will be fun for a little bit,
Right.
but then get kind of repetitive and be like, okay, I'm over this. We were talking about it, how we think it would be cool, like there was an 80s action movie, like action hero villain,
Yeah.
like movie or game, whether it's like a battle royale or like Mortal Kombat style. Like imagine being able to do like Predator versus Alien, or
Right.
like I'm
You
trying
could
to think
eat.
of like
Yeah.
80s, other 80s like movie stars, like John Claude Van Damme versus Sylvester Stallone.
Right. I'd be down for that. That'd be pretty fun.
I played the shit
Um,
out of that.
we also watched the trailer for. It was a teaser trailer for UFC.
There
It
wasn't
didn't
really
really show
much
us
there.
much.
It was
It
pretty
was a.
much just thumbs with the glove, and it said full trailer to be released. But I will say this, and this again, it's EA, fucking EA. Every year they make it seem like for the career mode they are going to be able to do like press conferences and stuff like
Right.
that, but you never fucking are. Like it's one that like it'll say, "Oh, do press conference," but you don't actually do anything. It just like sims it, and every year I get mad about it. So I hope to God that they don't put that in the trailer again, and then don't actually have that in career mode. I will say UFC career, like I like playing UFC. I mostly play it online because the career mode gets very repetitive, very
Yeah.
fast. Because like once you get like your guy up to being decent, like and you're like winning all the time, it gets kind of repetitive and can get pretty boring. And also, they kind of fixed it this last one, but there were times where like you'd be facing like John Jones when he's 60 and he's like the fifth ranked guy still getting title shots. Like that's not happening.
Yeah. Um. We also saw the trailer for Life, Lies of P. I've been seeing that. I'm pretty excited for that. I'm definitely gonna play that.
It looks very interesting. I want to know who P is and why
I
is P
still think he's
lying.
the main character. What else did we watch? We watched one more, didn't we?
No, I can't think of what it was.
I can't think of what it was either.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Assassin's Creed, which might be a mobile game.
Jade. Yeah, I'm 99% sure it's a mobile game,
That sounds awful.
which I really liked Assassin's Creed. Like the first, up until like I said, Black Flag was really good. I never finished Black Flag because I got stuck. But after that, I bought the like package for like what's it called, Valhalla, Origins, and then there's like one other one in
Yeah.
there, and like I Odyssey, and I just can't like get through them. I don't like that they're like super open world now.
Right.
Like I just can't get into them like I used to.
I think I started Origins and I was like, this doesn't feel
Like an Assassin's
like
Creed game.
Assassin's Creed. So why call it Assassin's Creed?
And they definitely jumped the shark with like the story.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed Jade, it looks interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a mobile game. Its next mobile game is Assassin's Creed Code or Jade. It was codenamed Jade, but they changed it to just Jade.
Gotcha.
Which I wish it was just a real like a full game. I'm not gonna play Assassin's Creed on my phone.
Yeah, no, same. So that's gonna be our show for the week. That's the end here. We're gonna go ahead and do plugs. Damone, you got your plug?
Oh yeah, you can find me at Dumb on Twitter, TikTok, Threads, pretty much anything. Dumb Money T13, DAMONEY number 1 number 3.
You can find me on Twitter, hi-fi. Well, I'm sorry. You can find me on X, hi-fi _Mike.
I'm still calling it fucking Twitter. I refuse
Yeah,
to call it
right.
X.
You can find all the shows on the T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. Rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Golden Rules 5, fuck off.
Yep, 5, or we don't give a shit what you have to say.
So that's
Geek
what
in the
show is this?
Sheets.
Geek in the Sheets. I kept wanting to say Geek of the Week. See ya.
Bye.